Hi everyone, it's William. This is the 1907 Diary series. We have a rather amusing one today. It's a bit on the long side, so hopefully we can get through the whole thing. So this is the 27th of September 1907, which was Thursday, and it is the Crimea, but it's our last diary entry for the Crimea because Dmitri and Maria and their little party will be leaving the following day on the 28th. Okay, so let us dive in. I got up at 7:30, then we had tea, and then went up the mountain on horseback, almost to the top of Petri, to see the fire. The road there was terrible, so steep that in some places the slope reached 40 degrees, but the beauty of nature was truly amazing, a magnificent pine forest, and it was so easy to breathe in it. As for the fire, very little could be seen of it from there. One could only see the area where it had been put out, just the ash-covered ground and here and there some smoking vegetation. But I don't regret one bit that we went. We had lunch at Haraks and then they played a bad joke on me there. Last time I accidentally let slip that I really love tomatoes, and today the whole lunch was made from tomatoes. There was even jelly from tomatoes, really disgusting. Afterwards, we spent the whole day in Haraks. We caught crabs and had tea with Xenia and Sandro at Aitudor near the dock. Dinner was a family affair. Uncle George and Sandro, Xenia and Aunt Minnie, Maria, and me. After dinner, it was really nice, with quite a few people. Dr. Zhigalov delighted us with his songs. He has a very, very good voice. Alas, it seems we will not be leaving on the boat the day after tomorrow in the morning, but tomorrow evening, and we'll spend the night on the boat. Maria is very pleased, but I'm really not, devil take it. It's amazing how indecent Xenia can be. She and Uncle Georgy danced the maxish to gramophone music, and it was so authentic that it was hellishly indecent, but also extremely funny. The Pastuns are in an excellent mood, thank God. 12 o'clock, midnight. Okay, so yes, lots to go through here. So they start out by going on horseback to see this forest fire, and I guess Dmitri was a little disappointed because they didn't see the fire itself. Really, they just saw some of the burned out area. And he remarks about how easy to breathe it is in the pine forest, but I'm really surprised because forest fires, don't make it easy to breathe. And whenever I get up here and see the sun and see a haze over the sun, or it's hazy in general, I always know there's a forest fire, and they can be quite far away and still affect the air quality. So yeah, that surprises me, but oh well. Then there's this joke which is rather funny. So Dmitri doesn't talk a lot about food, so about the only thing I can tell you is that he loved blini, but I guess he loved tomatoes as well. Maybe not so much after this lunch. Yeah, I have to say, jelly from tomatoes really does sound disgusting. He probably would have liked salsa. Too bad they didn't have that. Okay, then they spend the day at Haraks. They go crabbing, and it sounds like at tea time they went off to Aitudor to Xenia and Sandro's, and in this instance Dmitri does not call them Aunt Xenia and Uncle Sandro. He just uses their Christian names, their first names. And so they all have dinner together, and after dinner some additional guests come, one of whom is Dr. Zhigalov, whom we've met before. I always want to call him Dr. Zhivago, but he is the singer. So Dmitri was wild about his singing the first time, and here again. really enjoys it. And I wish I knew, if he was a medical doctor or how he had made their acquaintance. Okay, so then he jumps ahead a little and tells us that they're going to be going on Admiral Viren's yacht tomorrow evening, which will take them to Sevastopol, and it will be tomorrow evening instead of the following morning. Maria is glad. Dmitri is not, for some reason. Maybe he'd planned to do something the next evening, because as we know, he's actually been counting down the days until they leave. And now another amusing part of the diary entry. Well, you already know how our friend likes to use the word indecent, and he's a little bit of a prude, isn't he? He can be a little bit prim about these things, even though he himself, in his 1906 diaries, when he was 14, he was the one who was using the naughty words and offending people with his sort of double entendres and that sort of thing. But we haven't had that for a while, and now he's kind of focused on how indecent other people are. So this is, Xenia and Georgy Mikhailovich. Xenia, the Tsar's sister, and Georgy Mikhailovich dance the makshish. And Dmitri knows this dance because he has seen it. He saw it. No, it wasn't that he saw the dance. It was that he heard the music when the little string orchestra came to play for himself and Maria the one evening, and they played the makshish. I don't know. It's spelled M-A-X-I-X-E if you want to look it up. But clearly he had seen the dance at some point, or knew basically what it was like. And it was a tango, so I don't know. They may have pressed their cheeks together or something like that. And to him that was indecent because they were doing the dance very authentically. And, it's a lover's dance. But it was indecent, it was hellishly indecent, but it was also extremely funny. So what more can be said about that? And now he's using another word that he likes. Well, he's using it for the second time, a word that befuddled me at first, so I had to do some digging to find this one, and that is pestun, and it means sort of pedagogue, I guess, a teacher, someone who supervises the education of a younger person. And so the pestuns in this case, I guess, would be the Lamings and Miss June. And Dmitri is telling us that thank God they're in an excellent mood, even though there was this day at not only at Herak's, which is okay, but that they went to Aitador for this dinner. They obviously got home late because it's midnight as he's writing. Why is he using this word, pestuns? Is it a little bit derogatory? It wasn't originally, when it was in common use, but maybe, maybe. He's 16. He's probably feeling a little bit like he wants to get out from under the supervision of the pestuns. But yeah, wow, we went through that quickly. I guess there wasn't much need to explain anything. And yeah, we will be in Moscow in the next video. And it will be really a whole different world. Some of the same people, but also a lot of different ones, and a different routine, and different weather, but we'll get accustomed to that very quickly, no doubt. And I hope to see you next time. Bye.